Welcome to Factorio Beltalowda Recap Episode 6. My name is Nilaus, and this is, as the name implies, the recap of what has happened on the previous week over on my Twitch series. This is the base, the Beltalowda base that we are working on Twitch. I'm streaming it 3 nights a week, Tuesday, Thursdays, and Sundays at 8 p.m. Central European Time over on Twitch. So this series here, or these recap videos, serve as a purpose to catch you up in case you've missed something, or in case you are not aware of it and want to start watching it, but then jump on over and see a very developed base, then watch this series. You get a lot of small recaps. Okay, so let's talk about what has happened since last time. As you can see, we're working a lot on pushing back the base, and unfortunately the shape of my base has sort of taken the shape of whichever lakes are around. So the big things that we have done, let me see, where are we? We are over on up here. So as you can see, this has been extremely big. This is a giant area that is serving the purpose of making pretty much a full belt of blue circuits, or almost a full belt of blue circuits coming in here. There are some things that are not really working yet. We are missing basically some of the basic materials are coming in. We are right out of copper here, as you can see. This is just a random time at the end of the last stream where we ran out of the copper. There used to be a giant copper belt around here going in here, but we've been really consuming a lot of copper as of late for the low density structures, for the green circuits, for the red circuits. So a lot of copper has been consumed, and this is the transition in towards the end game when you start using just a ton of copper. And see, there's no copper around in this area. We have to start working on this part. Also down here, we started munching on this part as well, just to keep this one flowing, which will be coming in here. So that's this is a big area that is working. And as you can see, we have now a full blue belt that we are dragging all the way back here. The next objective at this point is just getting rid of these locations. We've also started building some of these very, very nice locations. So we used to have right here, as you can still see that one, we used to have here like the small plastic facility that was using this initially, and then taking some coal coming in, and it was just kind of in the way. So now I've redone it as this. It is consuming, this is consuming 30 coal plus whatever comes in there. That's probably like 1.5 plus whatever comes out there. So it's very close to a full blue belt, this part. And now I have 3 of those, as very soon I can get 4 of those. Each of those producing, as you can see here, a bit less than a full belt, or a bit less than a half belt. So I'm going to get basically 2 full belts almost of plastic coming out of this once it's done. Plus it also gives a lot much better structure. What I'm doing now is taking this area and this area mainly for just ore transport, so we're starting to get some really nice structure here. And this is how I intend to scale up, is basically building stuff like this. So instead of having a little cramped blue circuit built in here, then I'm going to just make a giant build somewhere out there, and then take some very high compression materials back, such as blue circuits, red circuits. Do we not? Oh yeah, this one, which is running out of copper. This is the low density structure. So you can see here, we need more copper to keep this one flowing. And this is all being consumed. This is excellent, right? And they're just coming in here. So we take high density materials. Also here, we've made some new design for rocket fuel. It's not producing very fast, but the great thing is we can just add 2 more and then it'll be better. So again, my objective mining wise is get rid of this area so that things become more connected. And then as we move further over, still launching rockets once in a while, and there are many things that just need to be sorted. But the big issue here, as we can see, at this point it's the yellow side. Soon enough it'll be actually purple signs that will be the slowing factor. What is this? Oh yeah, this is running out because of like a low density. So we just, if we, or when we upgrade copper inbound here, we'll get more low density, we'll get the yellow one to scale up, and then it'll be the purple that will be our main issue. This stockpile is dropping. That means the production of this is less than the production of the yellow science. So, and this is a big one because this is a lot of red circuits and a lot of steel. So that's what we are working on out here. We have tapped into a new area for a new giant lake that we have done, or we've taken over. And we're just in the process of cleaning things out, as well as making these lines. So the intention here is making 4 lanes of copper, 2 lanes of iron. We use the 2 lanes of iron plus 3 lanes of copper to make green circuits. That's this new build here, compact and aligned towards the grid. Very nice, very nice actually. Get that one, make some plastic down here, add the plastic in the green, plus the 4th lane of copper to make red circuits. Take the red circuits, then add all of this iron to make a lot of steel, some stone bricks, and then that should enable us to make the productivity modules and the electric furnace. Now we still need the rails though, but once we have those two, those are high compression items that we can then bring back and feed into, where is it? Feed in here. As we do that, we can start scaling this one up with more beacons and modules and all of that stuff. So that's basically where we are right now. And we are, even though our drone count keeps increasing and our drone productivity here keeps increasing, although it's really, really expensive at this point, then we're still kind of running out. Now, this has become our general pattern. It is 20 miners. As long as we have 20 miners, then we can pretty much keep up with a full 2 belts. And that's kind of my goal. Just make this. That will give us 2 gold as long as we put it sort of relatively close. And you can see here, for example, this one goes in. This is not even enough. We should actually have more, but we are running out of coal at this point. We can start taking that coal. That's excellent. So we're going to see now that iron will actually be harder to consume at proper rates. Though, on the other hand, we are going to need some massive steel production soon for the purple science. And that's basically it. Maybe my overall general design principle. Oh, right, I forgot something. Overall general design principle in this space will be making outsourced location that from scratch build something high compression, such as this. This is also a new build. Takes in iron, steel, steel. Yeah, so that goes in here. This one needs a balancer. Whatever. This is a local copy, so whatever I do, it doesn't make a difference. It goes in here, makes a lot of engines, and all the engines are going over here. And the part we just take in here is the sulfur and the red circuit. Ideally, we would at least build the sulfur out here, because the sulfur is coming in and being leached from this location, which is actually means that there's less coming in here. So probably should make a dedicated sulfur location. We have tons of coal here, so we just need a bit of space to do it. This not really enough. This one might be enough. No, it's not, because it's actually going to have to be this, this, and this in order to get it to sulfur, and then transition from there. See, these are also not good enough, despite because we are simply running out here. So there's a lot of things for us to do, and some of them, yeah. So this is blue circuits. Blue circuits is always like producing really slowly, so it's good to get that upgraded. And now the next one is purple. I'm assuming afterwards it's going to be yellow, because the red and the green are really easy just to scale up, so that's less of a concern. Once we have done all of those things, we've basically taken out majority of things on the bus that is produced. Then it's probably something like batteries or robot frames, and then we can start making a new bus that only has that doesn't have like low grade items such as iron, copper, steel, and actually producing greens and reds on the bus, but only This one I can also go out, but only basically taking finished products in. And then you can ask yourself, why do we even want finished products? But we can still build stuff like, I don't know, we just build everything here so that we just bring it back for a build of science or of rockets. Yeah, it's going to be rockets plus rocket materials, and science will be the only thing. We can also like build a dedicated location that produces these at higher quantity. Green circuits, we can build that in a dedicated location. Steel, copper, and iron, and then it's the batteries that will be a need for building a dedicated location. So as you can see, we're slowly scaling up. Also, another thing that's worth mentioning, there are no more biters. I just got too annoyed with the biters. It was taking too much time, and it was just being really annoying, and it just wasn't fun. It's never. It turns out that I don't like biters. We are here to build an awesome base, and me taking 1 hour out of the stream every 2-3 times just to go out and kill biters, it's just no fun for you, no fun for me. So let's focus on building a cool factory. And that's gonna be it for this summary. I hope to see you guys over on Twitch, or at least I hope that this series serves its purpose in terms of keeping you updated and keeping you hopefully a bit intrigued on what's going on in this very, very weird series. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys around. Until then, stay effective.